Here we go. Let's go.
Put that on the set. I put that on the set. Hey, oh, got next. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. I put that. I put that. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. Hey, oh, got next. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. I put that on the set. I put that. I put that. I put that on the set. Hey, what we got next up? Always gonna apply this pressure. Always gonna hit the next level.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Hollywood House. This is the People's Podcast. Hey, guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy, Con, ready to get at work. When it comes to this professional wrestling business, that is what we do. And hey, we love it. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcast, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And it's time to look at the clock. I'm checking the time because the last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit you with that work round the clock. You guys already know what it is, and you guys already know who I am, and that is the director, Hollywood House, ready to get you another jam-packed and exciting episode of the podcast that you love to love, and that is In Your House. And yo, it's time to talk a little wrestling with a hip-hop feel, hitting you with those LA vibes. We're back. We're going to give it to you, Jack. We're going to give it to you in your house. And that is exactly how we intend to give it to you. And yo, that's in your house or in your car or when you at work or any of those situations. Listen, you can listen to us anywhere, all right? And that's what we're here to do. We're here to talk about this crazy business known as the professional wrestling business, and we've been doing it for 200 plus episodes. It really has been a movie, but we can't start the movie until I bring in my producer. And of course, he's curating a whole lot of chaos, and he's curating a whole lot of content right here in your house for you guys, the household. And of course, that is the curator himself. I'm ringing his bell. It is the marvelous Mr. Bell.
Oh, ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my bell. Maybe throw some scissors in there. Yeah, we need that drop. My name is the marvelous Mr. Bell. I am the Farnsworth Bentley to the directors, P. Diddy. And thank you for ringing my bell. Thank you for being a part of the household. Thank you for checking in on the content that I curate and the little bit of chaos that I cause. And boy, Con, we gonna talk about the chaos I caused this week on the page.
Oh my gosh, man, you got him going, bro. Like, I'm like, man, bro's about to get us canceled.
I mean, you know, the only rule I got about being canceled, they can't cancel you unless you're already famous, right? So if they cancel us, that means that we were on, sir.
We made it.
Thank you. That's a W.
Oh man, and man, we have been working hard to try to get the podcast content out here. I know you've been working really hard on the page content. You've been doing a damn good job. You know, we're seeing traffic rise on the page, and you really love to see it, man.
Absolutely.
Did you see that one of our memes got shared by DDP Yoga, bro?
What? Oh, which one?
Yeah.
Which one? I didn't check that.
It was the one where it was like Charlotte Flair and there was a couple other wrestlers like on the ground and they was recovering, they were selling.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? And it
The back hurt ones. Oh, I love it. I love it.
When you get up out of bed, your back hurt you 30. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah.
Love it. You
That
love
was
to
cool,
see it.
bro.
You know, well, in your house is all over the interwebs and everything else.
Yeah.
And we're popping in
Oh, yeah.
what's hot right now. We have a
Absolutely.
page that's on the pulse of wrestling culture, if I do say so myself.
Yes. And it's great to see, man. That's exactly what I wanted for the page. And now we're gonna get that pulse of current professional wrestling here on the podcast. And you know what, man? If we're talking about getting a pulse for the current climate of professional wrestling, I feel though, even though me and you, we do keep our finger on the pulse, but we needed somebody with years of knowledge. We needed somebody with years of knowing what's best for the business and knowing how to do good business and giving back to the business. And I think that it's really important to get that perspective, to get that insight. So, man, we had to bring in a big guest here, man. We had to bring in a big guest, bro.
We got a huge guest for the household, and hopefully everybody is just soaks in the knowledge that this man can give the household, and to just give all of you out there. I'm gonna actually just I'm gonna let you introduce this man, because you know who other should introduce him than you.
Of course, I'm talking about my man, my bro, my homie. You know what I'm saying? My for real brother. Coming into the trenches here, 17-year career, top guy in many different promotions, and has done a lot. You'll see it here all over the Midwest. His fingerprints, his blueprint is really all over this local area right now, man, including something special that we're doing. And of course, that if you guys follow me or you follow Bell or you follow this man, you know what I'm talking about, and it's the set and a lot of good things that he's doing with the set to help the set become what it is and what you're seeing right now. And of course, that is the right hand of God. That is, of course, the prize fighter. And that is, of course, the enforcer of the set. And that is Sam Knight. How's it going, bro?
What's up, guys? How you doing, man?
Doing good, bro.
Round of applause.
Doing good. Thank you for coming, bro.
I appreciate you inviting me. That intro, bro, gave me goosebumps. Made me feel like I was somebody special, man. Like
you are somebody special, sir.
Brother, I need a tuxedo shirt or something like that.
He's like, I had to come fancy. I had to be fancy.
I feel a little underdressed. You know, that all going on here.
Oh man. Yeah, I can already tell so far this is gonna be a movie. But man,
you already know.
I know. Man, you're doing a whole lot right now, man. So let me go ahead and prefix it with this household. Like, my man Sam, he's on a loop right now. Like, he is hitting the road, Jack, and he just had a show last night. I was in the locker room with him last night at HCW over there in Terre Haute. We had a great time, y'all. We had a great time. It was a movie. When it hits IWTV, please check that out. You'll really appreciate what you're seeing and what HCW is building. But he's on his road to another show right now. I know he's heading over to South Bend. So if some of the audio happens to be a little choppy, hey, just rock with the squad, just rock with the set, just rock with us. And I promise you, we're going to get you to where you need to be, because this is a conversation that if you're a fan, you're going to be enticed to hear. If you're a talent, you're going to need to hear. So just roll with us and rock with us. And we're going to get you where you need to be at, man. And Bell, we got a lot of things that we need to talk about when it comes to talking about my brother Sam, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yo, Sam has all these upcoming shows that he is a part of and everything else. But I also want to get Sam's take on the current state of mainstream wrestling as well.
Oh yeah.
And see what his takes are on some of his favorite things right now.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So let's go ahead and get everybody up to speed, and then after we do that, we'll start talking about that. Sam, man, you got a lot of things going on right now. You got a lot of moving wheels going on right now. And one thing about you that I really respect about you as your manager and as your friend and as your brother, was the fact that you got all these things moving, but you from LA, dog, so like real G's move in silence. Like you got a whole bunch of things going on, and you just kind of keeping a lot of it close to your chest, and you're kind of waiting. You kind of waited until this opportunity with here. Of course, we provide you that platform to let hundreds of people hear you on in your house. um so I guess my biggest thing is, what's going on with Sam Knight? Like what is all the things that's moving with you, bro? Because if people follow your social media, they'll see that you're in a lot of big storylines, you're in a lot of big matches, you're moving mountains for companies, you're moving mountains for young talent. Like where are you at right now with all this stuff that you're doing, dog?
Everywhere, everywhere. Honestly, there isn't one particular emotion or category to put me in because um, I'm I'm steady moving,
Yeah,
and that's that. When you care about something or some brand,
yeah,
people,
yeah,
you don't stay stagnant. You move.
yeah,
Be it working with the set because I love my team. We're family.
yeah,
Like I'll even talk about it. Like for example, like tonight I'm wrestling my brother,
yeah.
my friend,
Mm-hmm.
who happens to be the Heart of the Revolution champion, and that's the Langorious one, the world star, the world's most dangerous game, Paragon. I'm wrestling him, and it came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
No one saw it. Like you said, kept it close to my chest, and I woke up to that this
yeah,
morning. So what did I do? We're making it a movie. It's a big deal. It's got to
yeah.
be a big deal.
It has to
You
be.
know,
Has to be.
um, you weren't even scheduled to be on the show last night, and what did we do? We made it a movie. You know
Facts.
what I mean? Like
Facts. Yeah.
this conversation is a movie, and
Yep.
that's what this wrestling business is about. It's not about, I said this last night in the locker room talking to the younger talent. It's not about the moves because anybody can do the moves. It's making moments.
Yeah.
What
Oh
will you
yeah.
be remembered for? Like, what will you be remembered for when you go? What does your legacy say about you? And
Yeah.
and recently, my focus has shifted from focusing on getting signed and working for somebody for the rest of my life under contract to it being, when I'm done, I want to leave a legacy as a professional wrestler,
Yes.
and I want to leave a legacy as a person.
Yes.
So I got a lot going on. From being HCW hybrid Midwest champion to being one half of the tag team champions of Heroes of Legends, to I'm booking for Destination 6 Wrestling, October 22nd, Rise to
Yes.
Glory, Macomb, Illinois, Chief Top. Uh, I'm one of the associate bookers for Battleground Pro Wrestling in Colorado.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I've got my hands in everything.
Yeah.
A lot of the up and coming talent that you're seeing in the Indiana area, from Kendall Fire to Haven Harris to a lot of your favorites, my fingerprints on them.
Yep.
And that's not me saying that to be cocky. That's me saying it because a lot of these kids trust my opinion.
Because it's a fact, Jack.
That is nothing but.
It's a fact, Jack. You have the your pulse on the trigger. You know who's hot. You know who's working out there. I'm sorry to cut you off, Sam.
No, you're good.
But I also I don't want to glaze over the fact that you and Paragon are going in a match tonight, and how's your headspace prior to this? Like this is set, brother. This is running family and everything else. Like this isn't necessarily just any other match.
I'm gonna slap him. I'm gonna slap him. Like let's be real. Like, okay, so I'm gonna use this analogy. You wake up one morning, you got a baby brother,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right.
This little dude done scuffed up your J's. What do? I'm gonna need your hands, bro. I'm gonna need your hands. You scuffed up my favorite pair of Jordans. Now, Paragon been scuffing up my Jordans, spitting on my shoestrings. He been dancing and sliding and grooving. And I love P. I love P for years. And it's, you know what I'm saying? But since 2016, when P first started training and broke in, he's been telling everybody he wanted to face Sam Knight. And then we became crew in the set. And there was always that issue, you know, of the who was better. Tonight we get to prove it. You know what I'm saying? Win, lose, or draw, he's still getting slapped. I'm just letting it be known. Like even if he beats me, you gonna know he was in a fight with me because this right here, bro, all this.
Right up there. Right up there, right man. Here.
But all jokes aside, man, like if I'm being serious, Paragon's one hell of a performer.
Oh yeah.
And he doesn't get the credit he deserves. When he talks about people eating off his plate, that's for shoot. Because I've been there with that dude. I've had multiple conversations with him. We've been in multiple locker rooms. We have wrestled against people together. And now, finally, we get this one-on-one match that came almost out of thin air. So when we have the opportunity to show people why you need to not sleep on this main event caliber match, we're going to. You know, and Paragon, he is the heart of the, you know, he's the heart of the Revolution champion. And that's great. But that means nothing to me. Him being champion means nothing to me. It just gives me something else to put another notch in my belt.
Absolutely.
Set or
Absolutely.
not, friend or not, he's always going to be, it's always going to be competition. Brothers fight.
Yep.
Brothers compete. And tonight we find out who the bigger brother is, the better brother is.
Absolutely.
Thanks, man. I'm excited about that, man. I'm actually really excited about your mindset going into the match. Like, and you said it yourself. This is a main event caliber match. Like I really think that any promotion at this point could take this match and be like, hey, this is one of our top matches that we're putting on the card easily, no doubt. But it just so happens that the fans there in South Bend are getting treated with the out of the, like you said, out of thin air, another main event caliber match to add to their card tonight. It's great for the fans. It's great for the fans.
It's like a bonus Christmas gift, bro.
Yeah.
You open up all your gifts and mom's is like, hey, by the way, I had this in the closet. You like, it was trapped in the closet?
It's in the closet?
You're right.
It was trapped in the closet? Oh my God.
Oh, man. You got it. I can't believe it.
Oh my God.
You was dashing home doing 85, Mom? Let me get it, Mom. No, seriously, man. Yeah, I mean, this is a Christmas gift in September for Revolution Championship Wrestling, the RCW fans in South Bend. It's an early Christmas gift for both me and P, but unfortunately, one of us has got to walk away upset. And you know, today I don't feel like crying.
Yeah,
like I don't feel like crying today. I don't want to go home boo-hooing. You know what I'm saying? So P, just be prepared to leave with a lot.
That is absolutely going to be major, and I hope the fans up at RCW appreciate what they're going to see out of you, especially like you said, this is a main event caliber match. I don't know if it is the main event, but whoever is the main event, if they are not you, they will have a lot of work to do to keep up with whatever y'all do.
Bro, in my eyes, first on the card, last on the card, we're the main event.
Absolutely.
Good mindset.
Yes.
I like that. So man, we talk about mindset a lot, me and you, when we have our conversations, Sam, and like I've kind of tried really hard to integrate this Sankofa mindset into what the set is. You know, Sankofa is the term to going back to get it. You know, everything that you should have had, everything that should have been yours, you go back and get it. It's basically looking at the past and learning from the past to build yourself a better future. And that's basically what it is. And we talk about the future. I think about the future. I think about the set. So let me ask you, man, as far as what we've built for this last almost year with the set, what has the set meant to you? What has the set meant to your career? And where do you think this can go? You know, and honestly, realistically.
Realistically, it has the potential to go very far. Um, I am grateful, and I always say to God be the glory. Whenever anybody gives me a compliment, I never take it for myself. It's always like, if it wasn't for the grace of God, I wouldn't be where I am, which is what I believe. With that being said, this was where I was supposed to be at this point in my career, 17 years in. I am surrounded by people who are like-minded. With you, with Bell, with P, Kendall, Haven, like we have built such a bond to where it's like, of course people are going to talk about us because we don't look like a bunch of people just thrown together, which originally that's how I felt.
Yeah.
I felt like it was like, man, we're just thrown together. What are we doing here? Like, but also you got to think about it from the mindset of I am wrestling for 17 years. I have been on the big side, the big stage, and I've been to the smaller stages. And a lot of my wrestling had to be just me.
Yeah.
Not being able to fully trust somebody else.
Yeah.
This is where you come in. No, to trust somebody else to say, hey, Sam, I think we should try this. Maybe it'll work. And me say, let's do it.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened with us.
Yeah.
Because at first it was like, all right, I'm going to bring you in as my manager and we'll see what happens. And then it just clicked. Like you and I clicked. Like we same page, same mindset.
Same page.
And then you were like, well, I kind of want to, I want to branch off and I want to have a family like Bobby Heenan did. And I'm like, I'm kind of selfish. That's gonna hurt me. But I'm being real. It was like, it's gonna hurt me if we add more. Because how can you focus solely on me if you're focusing on other people?
Right.
Sam, I got it. We'll figure it out. So I'll bring in P. And at first I'm just like, man, no. No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Like my face was like, no, don't do it. and then, but then it was like, and P was the same way. P was like, nah, bro, he my manager, bro. And I'm like, it was me and him first. What you doing, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You were like squeezed in the middle, smack dab in the middle. But then it was like, it started to gel together and work. And I think it was like after Vegas when we put Freddie Hudson in the trunk, gang. It worked. Like, it really clicked. Like, and then bringing in Bell and Bell's just what Bell brings to the group, which I'm not going to expose just yet because y'all get ready for that. Like, y'all, anyways.
Curate behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, bro. Geppetto out here with the puppet strings, bro. Out here, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hashtag Disney don't sue me. But still, out here making it work. And then we bring in the kids with Kendall and Haven. And Kendall's Broadway, just that aura. Like last night we had an impromptu sing-off. We had an impromptu sing-off, and everybody's like, sing, Sam, sing. I'm like, no, let Kendall sing. But it worked. And then Haven, she's just a beast in her own right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So much energy.
Yeah, energy. And the thing is this, man, I'm always going to be that. I'm like that uncle that's watching everybody. Like, all right, y'all mess up, I'm slapping everybody in the neck. For real. Like, all neck slaps. Like, no punches, just slaps.
Love
it.
But it seems like we are starting to find the groove. It's starting to click. And the more we click, the better we look.
Yeah.
And the better we look, the more profitable the team as a whole can be.
Yes.
And how much we can all benefit from each other. Because that's what it's all about. Like, to sit here and BS each other or pretend like we're not all out here to be profitable would be stupid.
Yeah. Yep.
I gotta be real. Like, this is why you bring me on to conversations like this.
Yeah.
Truth be told, the problem with professional wrestlers nowadays on the independent circuit is they can't be direct.
Yep.
Can't be straightforward and honest.
We're in a culture,
I
though,
told
where
me
no one
Connor,
wants to hurt anyone else's feelings.
oh, bump that. We get in. Look, bro, I love you enough to tell you the truth. If I tell you the truth, you're gonna respect me because I was direct with you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So when it comes to like the situation, I'll use this example. Me and Khan, when we first started talking, I hit up Khan because in my mind, it's like if I get on his podcast, it's gonna help me.
Mm-hmm.
Khan was already gonna hit me up because having Sam Knight on his podcast was gonna help him.
Yep.
We told each other that. We said, bro, we used each other. Everyone's like, oh, don't use that word. It sounds so bad. That's what it is.
Utilizing each other. Yep. It's true.
Yeah, it's true, but there's nothing dirty about that. That's not like that shouldn't be like a cliche thing. Like the reason why I aspired to work with Khan in the first place myself is because I saw him out here doing what he was doing on the wrestling podcast side and the managing side, and I was like, man, both of those are lanes that like I want to get myself into more. I was already doing a little bit of the podcasting thing, and I was like, man, maybe I could help him with this, right? And he helped me with that, and I think there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with it.
You're honest. At least you're honest about it. You're being upfront and real, like, yo, man, like, I can learn so much from you by me affiliating with you. And then what ends up happening is Khan finds out that he can learn a lot from you.
Yep. 100%.
Because he was affiliated with you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then everybody learns from everybody involved, and then to the top we all go.
Exactly.
To the moon.
To the moon.
We go.
To the moon. So man, we're talking about the set, and I know we have this accountability group that we're in, that we've been in, and we have so many different future stars that's in this group. So like now you're working with Kendall and Haven a lot closer and helping them build their career. What do you see in these two? I mean, I know what I saw, but like you found them. This is what people don't know, is the fact that we met them in a Heroes and Legends locker room. We were there in Fort Wayne for one of their shows earlier this year. And they were there, really just cutting their teeth. Kendall was getting back on the grind. Haven's career is just now starting to hover off the ground. And when we met them, I can tell you that day, I didn't think that we would be working with them. And that's not a bad thing. It's just the fact that I was focused on what we were doing, and I wasn't seeing that in them at that time because I was so zeroed in on what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? But then you kind of took them under your wing and was like, hey, we can help them. We can do something to get their foot in the door, and whatever happens after that, that's going to be on them, but we'll give them the tools, especially you, mainly you. So like, what did you see in these two to not only add them to under your wing, but to even have them join a faction that we've been planning for a while to try to get off the ground, and to trust them to do right by our group?
Opportunity doesn't come very often.
Yeah.
And I remember when I first broke into the business, I didn't have a lot of opportunity. Like, I really didn't. I also came into the business and I was doing really stupid stuff. Like, I was talking to Schwartz about this last night, about how when I broke in, like, we just did some really dumb knucklehead stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also had some guys on the SoCal scene who really took a liking to me and actually smartened me up. And then I went to Mountains Pro, and that's what helped. Having to be under the tutelage for Kishi, Gang Bro, and Black Pearl, who I still respect. Joey Chaos as well, who oh my God, totally respect. And I had a lot of great trainers and people who actually breathed um, positivity and truth into me to teach me how to be a better worker. So the one thing that a lot of guys say in pro wrestling is, I want to leave the business better than what it was when I came in. But they don't do that.
Yeah.
They come in because they're focused so much on getting their own stuff in instead of trying to help benefit the younger talent.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. If you win, I win. And if I win, we win. And it's better for the business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that means that if I can help you become successful, that's a win for me. Not just as not it may not be a win for my brand immediately, but down the road, you're gonna remember that.
Yeah.
And that's gonna help me down the road.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We're so focused on instant gratification that we find ourselves in a position where it's all about me.
Yep.
And in reality, good things don't come to people that are focused on themselves. I'm preaching to you now.
Oh, you are.
That's like being in a relationship. Like, you're in a relationship, you're dating somebody, and this woman is the bee's knees.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Everything.
And you are so in love with her. You tell her you're in love with her, and the feelings are not reciprocated.
Right. Yep.
What happens? Falls apart.
Yep.
Everything crumbles.
And now you look like Boo Boo the Fool.
Yep. Facts.
So if I'm giving my all and I'm showing you that I care, and you are giving that back to me, we all win.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Which brings me to the state of professional wrestling today. We have a bunch of selfish people.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A lot of these vets who are 40 milers. I gotta go there. Sorry. These 40 milers who are like, brother, I remember when I sold out this VFW in this small town. Yeah. Did you? How many fans did you have? Oh, all my cousins were there. Billy Bob was there. It was all there. Yeah. How many championships you won? Oh man, I was heavyweight champion here. Heavyweight champion. Oh, I'm about to go here. Were you booking those companies?
Now be honest. Now be honest with yourself out there. Yeah, keep it 100.
Yep.
I mean, let's keep it a stack. So, what are you doing to benefit? Man, I went out there last night and wrestled two of the two top tier up and comers that people have not had the opportunity to see. I'm going to say this again: had the opportunity to see, the pleasure to see, because they have been held down. They haven't been able to go other places. So what was my job as the veteran in that match? To elevate them.
Yes.
And boy, did we elevate. Boy, we elevated so well last night. I got a headache from it today. It was phenomenal, and it felt great. And it was a personal accomplishment of mine, because when they walked away after me giving them advice, I was so emotionally tied into how much I gave. It made me so much. And I love seeing the elevation of up-and-coming talent so much.
Yes.
I'm not worried about me. I've done enough. I can walk away from the business today and be perfectly fine, because I know who I am outside the business. Come on now.
Yes, facts. Big facts. And to build on that, there's a lot of people who don't know who they are outside the business, and that's why they push so hard to try to give themselves these accomplishments, even if they're on lower scale levels. You know what I'm saying?
You have to know who you are as a person before you try to find out who you are as a moniker.
Yes.
How can you be somebody else if you don't know who you are?
Yep.
Exactly.
Big
Go
facts.
ahead, Bill.
No, I was
what
the only thing I was going to add was I've been seeing this a lot here lately, and I have my own issues with some 40-miler wrestlers, even though I might be myself a 40-miler manager, right? Is that you can't say you're big or doing big things if it's 50 of your closest friends and family that came to see you at a show. Let's go to a show where somebody doesn't know you and you invoke some sort of emotion out of that crowd. Let's go to those shows and make some some strangers feel some type of way, and then you tell me what you were doing for wrestling, sort of thing.
I'll use this example. Con and I went to Tennessee and about got beat up by an old lady.
Facts, man. I thought we was gonna get beat up.
And I didn't do nothing but let Con talk.
That's the thing, because everywhere me and Sam have been together, and it's not, this year has been such an incredible year for me on a personal level. You know, it's great to see what I've been able to do and how I've been able to help other people, and that's what I came in here to do. Was I am not an in-ring talent. I have no plans on being an in-ring talent. I just try to be the point guard. I'm trying to throw the assist to the shooting guard. I'm trying to throw the assist so they can slam dunk it. That's what I try to do, is be that Steve Nash, be that Jason Kidd. Here, I'm going to throw it to you. Now you take it and shoot it. You know what I'm saying? Score with it. And that's what I try to be. That is exactly what I try to be as a manager. And what I found out in this year is that, honestly, for real, me and Sam can take this act anywhere and it will work. I can say that wholeheartedly, and I can say that with my chest, because we did it in Vegas. It worked. We did it in Tennessee. It worked. We've been to OVW, you know, and that worked out there too. You know, everywhere we've been, anywhere in Indiana, anywhere outside the state, it's worked on a level which lets me know that, no, this isn't just people just coming. Oh, it's not our close friends, it's not our close relatives. We're going to completely different states. We're going to completely different states and invoking a response out of these people, and that is what it's all about. That's when you know you're doing something right.
And that's the stuff I want to see.
Not forced.
Yes,
it's not forced. It's organic.
Yep.
And to kind of piggyback off what you said, people can tell. Here's the thing: professional wrestling already has a bad rep because everybody's like, "Oh, that crap is fake."
Yep.
That crap is fake.
Hate that
but
word.
when you got some folks who can go out there and be organic and be a different kind of character, you get people involved. When I'm a baby face, you know, I'm going to gauge the attention of the younger fans who I want you to feel sorry for me getting my butt kicked for 15 minutes. Like, I really do. Like, from selling, I'm 293 pounds, but when somebody's bumping me and kicking me like last night, I'm gonna get the reaction. You gotta see that it hurts. You gotta see that I'm in pain. But when I'm a badass, when I'm Sam Knight, the enforcer, and I'm coming out and I'm taking people's head off, and I got Khan over here who's to help me distract the ref. Oh, trust and believe, you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate every bit, every piece.
As they should.
And if you don't hate, you're gonna hate me more because I'm sitting here praising this obnoxious little snake outside the ring.
Thank you.
I'm sitting here praising him, going, "Tell him, God." Like, you know what? Back in the day, the manager would cover the ears of the client when the fans were booing. We've reversed that.
Yes, we have.
I cover his ears, and they're like, they don't know what to do. Wait a minute. Boo!
Can't hear that.
And it's great.
And the thing about professional wrestling is it's nothing but psychology. It is the study of the mind.
Yes.
And people are so focused on the athleticism of professional wrestling, they forget the whole reason you're there. You're a flipping entertainer.
Yep. You there to entertain.
Conor McGregor is
stories
one of the best
with that.
showmen. Conor McGregor is one of the best showmen in UFC. We had this conversation in our group chat recently.
Yes.
And shout out to Devin Quinn, because Devin Quinn was talking about a promo that
although fuck Mount Olympus.
Yeah, all day.
Fuck him.
Set. Anyways, but when he was talking about Conor, I told him, I was like, he's a showman. That's why WWE wanted him so bad.
They would still take him.
To WWE, and they would still take him.
Oh yeah.
You know, look at Logan Paul. Logan Paul is a YouTube content creator.
Yes.
Who blew up, and now he's facing Roman Reigns for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship in freaking Saudi Arabia in his third. Was this his third match?
Second.
I believe it's his third. Oh, is this second?
Third.
Is it? Oh yeah. No, it'll be his third. I'm sorry.
Third.
Two tag team match.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
Yeah. He had the tag, then he had the singles against Miz, and now he's got this.
Yeah.
Now tell me Tell me that media, tell me that being an entertainer doesn't get you foreign professional wrestling. Don't worry, I'll wait.
It absolutely does.
To prove that.
Absolutely does.
And I used to be one of those guys. It's like, no, you don't have to be a content creator to be successful in pro wrestling. If you work hard and throw and slap your thigh and half these guys. I am so sorry. I'm not sorry. Screw it. Most of these guys can't even cut a promo to save their lives.
It's true.
Uh,
It's true.
How do you?
I've been around a lot of these guys.
Let me correct it. Let me turn myself sideways. They can't cut a promo to save their lives.
And it's true, man, because like they really we've come in this age where it's like you said, the moves are so like cool, and they want to push that limit further and further with these moves. But at the same time, when you do something like that, you're not looking at yourself as a business. You have to think about that your body is your business. So look at somebody, for example, like
serious.
Oh my gosh, that's one thing, that when you take yourself too seriously, man, what do you really think is going to happen? Nothing good is going to come of you taking yourself too seriously. No. Nothing good. You got to be able to fill different roles. You got to be able to do what's asked of you, because you're not always going to be the cool heel. If you really think you're going to get signed, if you really think you're going to go somewhere or go to a major company, you need to be versatile. You need to be able to do more. They need more.
You got to wear different hats. Like the one thing I love about watching wrestling is when you know that Dolph Ziggler can sell his ass off. Okay.
Yeah.
But he can fill any role they need him to fill, whatever show they send him to. They send him to Raw, he filled the role. Send him to SmackDown, he filled the role. They sent him down to NXT, he filled the role as champion. He was a transitional champion and went back to Raw. Dolph Ziggler is a wrestler's wrestler, but he is a great flipping entertainer. And the problem is, a lot of people are these fans will be like, oh, he's horrible and he sucks. No, you're not looking at the business part of it. And a lot of these wrestlers,
he's a great businessman.
A lot of these wrestlers are so big and marks for themselves, and you call a spot with them and be like, yo, we need you to kind of sell big and look wacky. They're like, no, brother, that doesn't really work for me, brother. But I gotta hit this pump kick and I'll slap my thigh and then we'll go from there. No, tell the story. Like one of my favorite wrestlers on the indies right now is the veteran Jack Bond.
Oh, he's great.
Jack Bond is one of my favorite wrestlers right now.
Absolutely, he is. Man.
Because he can go and he's a businessman. Zodiac recreated himself, can go and he's a businessman. Joseph Schwartz, my heart.
Schwartzy,
one of my favorite guys.
Gosh.
One of my favorite guys on the scene right now. He can go and he's a businessman, and so on and so forth. There's a reason we talked about relevancy last night. A lot of these guys remain relevant not because of their physical attributes and what they do in ring. It's their name outside of it. How are they staying relevant?
Yes.
Twitch. How are they staying relevant? Twitter. Yep. How are they staying relevant? Instagram. How are they staying relevant? Podcast. Hashtag y'all too. How are they staying relevant? They are keeping themselves in front of this camera with their mugs.
Yep.
And people are seeing and knowing what they're doing.
Yes.
And the problem is people think they have to step out through a flipping curtain into a ring and wrestle to remain relevant. I could go to this show tonight, sit on my butt, and sell more merchandise than guys wrestling the show. Why? Because my name value gets me there.
And that's how it is. That's how we got to have guys thinking. They need to be thinking in that mindset. We talked about it. We talked about it last night. Branding is so important. When I think of somebody who brands themselves well, I think of somebody like Paragon. Paragon does a really good job of branding himself. And
very smart about it too. He thinks about everything.
Yes, he keeps his brand. He keeps his brand close to his chest. He's a thinker. He's a thinker. He's always trying to make things the way that he wants them to be for his brand, which is why it's been really special to see him hop outside of his bubble and kind of conform with this whole set situation, but he's doing it his way. I call him the Vegeta of the set. You can get him to come and save the world, but he's gonna have an attitude about it. Yeah, yeah. So
While
that's that.
everybody else is like, yeah, we saved the world. He's like, darn Kakarot.
You clown. But it works.
Stop
It
smiling.
works. It works on that level. It works on that level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like that's what I'm enjoying about what's going on with the set. Bell, I know you had a lot of questions that you wanted to ask Sam. We've had a real good conversation, guys. We're gonna drop this. We're gonna drop this tonight. It's going down 8 o'clock tonight is when you guys will be hearing this. This is September 24th. Sam had a show last night. I was with him. He's got another show tonight over there in South Bend, and it's gonna be a movie. He's got a lot of stuff coming in the works, and we're gonna talk about that. Bell, you said you had some questions, man. Go ahead and fire some at the right hand of God, bro.
Yeah, so I have some more mainstream wrestling questions right now. I know that I know that you're a busy man and that you don't always catch the mainstream stuff like, right away, but I know for a fact that you caught the Walter Sheamus match at Gunther Sheamus match at Clash, and I wanted to get your thoughts on that. I wanted to hear you talk about that a little bit, and I want to hear you talk about kind of the state of wrestling with WWE and Triple H right now. How you feel about that?
Thank you, Hunter. Thank you, Hunter, for saving professional wrestling. I love Vince, but I think Triple H just came in and showed and given the rest of the fans what they've been begging for the longest. I think Roman Reigns has been an outstanding champion, and I think that they're really bringing the prominence of Samoan heritage to light. And I say that being biased because I was trained by Samoans. But also, I think the state of professional wrestling now, I think it's a beautiful thing because we all have the opportunity to, as independent contractors, to showcase ourselves, to try to get to any one of them. And I'm not going to go into the negative front like I could about other companies, but I think that, having multiple places to wrestle is not a bad thing. As far as Gunther and Sheamus, that kind of reminds me of how we do it. We go out there, we beat the snot out of each other, and it's awesome because it makes sense. No leg slaps, I'm socking you in the face. I said sock, bro, like we back in the hood. I socked you, I'm socking bro in the face, bro. I'm socking bro in the face, bro. On me, bro. Because that's exactly what it was. Like Sheamus was out there, like, what's happening, fella?
Yeah. They were out there.
Shut up, chop.
Let's see if you got this one. They were out there decking each other, just straight up decking each other.
Get out, bro.
Said, like what my man Kendall said in the group chat, man. He was like getting minked up, like beat,
Don't have me. Like don't have me out here bringing out mollywop.
Mollywop, bro. I ain't heard that forever, bro. Like, just toe him up, bro. Like, but real talk, Gunther and Sheamus are out there. It was like somebody owed somebody some money from a bar. I'm like, yo, who didn't pay at the pub last night? What's up?
I think loser pays. I think that's what they were doing is loser pays.
That's pretty much what. Hey, honestly, that's kind of what me and P said was happening tonight. I was like, hey, bro. Whoever loses buying dinner.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? Like, but it's. I think wrestling is going back to its prominence. But the problem is, way too many people think they know about the backstage stuff.
Yeah.
Shut up and enjoy pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And to the boys that are backstage, stop being marks for yourself and leaking out information to make yourselves look better.
Not wrong.
We are all family.
Yep.
We are all supposed to be family. I know, but Bell's like, dang, that was a loaded statement.
No. Honestly, it made me think, rule number one is everyone wants to be number one, right? You can either make friends or make money, son. So
I got a friend who runs a wrestling promotion. I'll make this fast and I'll let you get back to your questions. Jeremy Howell runs Upstart Pro Wrestling. And Jeremy used to say this all the time at wrestling shows. The problem when people do like Broadway, do wrestling or whatever, everyone wants to be the main character, but everybody can't. Not everybody can be Belle. Not everybody can be Gaston. Somebody has to be LeFou. Somebody has to be the teacup. Somebody has to be Mrs. Potts. Somebody has to be Ludwig. And I'm a big Disney mark, so please indulge me. But with that being said, everybody has to be something. Not everybody can be the main character. Somebody has to be casting characters. But what you don't understand about casting characters is casting characters aren't as essential to a production as the main characters. Why? Because the main characters have nobody to interact with besides themselves if you pull the casting characters out.
Right.
How do you tell the full story?
How do you tell somebody, hey, this is how this person is going to react to this situation if you don't put a catalyst in there to make him react to this situation? It may not be the main part of the story, but it means a lot. I've always dug the side character part, and don't even mind being the side character. Like I said, Farnsworth Bentley, the man over here is P. Diddy.
Yeah,
all day.
Yeah. HBO Max has a show called Pennyworth. It's about Alfred.
Yeah.
Batman's butler. Bruh. And he out here speed smashing, bro. But he was always the side piece.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I know that sounds bad, but he was always the side piece.
Yeah.
No one paid attention to Alfred. Now it's like, oh, he was CIA. Oh, y'all gave him a story?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to have to watch that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if we get, I'll use this example. Everybody thinks that I am the main character in the set. You know who the main character is? Howse.
Ooh.
You're not lying. Honestly, it's like Heenan's family. Because, he's been molding it after in the first place. The main character of Heenan's family wasn't necessarily Andre the Giant. It was Heenan. It was Bobby Heenan, and then who else was around him?
Right. And if people don't understand, the reason why I push Howse to the forefront is because it makes more sense. He's our handler.
100.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be okay with taking that back seat, put that seat up. Look, I drive the shows.
Don't it feel good? Don't it feel good riding sometimes?
Yeah, I'm cool riding in the passenger seat, crossing my legs and chilling.
Yeah,
You know why? Because I can breathe.
Yep.
That's how I feel when I step out to the ring and Khan's walking out. Khan walks out first, then he presents me.
Yep.
I'm his prize fighter.
Yes. That's how it's always been.
And it is my job not for him to compliment me, but for me to compliment him. That is what you call a true partnership.
Yes.
When you are married, a husband presents his wife. This is my girl.
Right.
Come on, baby. You step out first.
Yep. And I'm a good looking girl too. I'm good looking.
And when she steps out, dudes be like, "Oh, she bad." Yep. And guess what? I'ma come right out there with boy.
Yes, she is.
You understand my point?
Yes.
Yes, she is. You know what I'm saying? and that's my point, bro. Like, you have to be able to. I say this a lot. You gotta be able to sun yourself, man. Yep. Be able to check your ego at the door. Like, y'all bringing me onto this show, I appreciate that. But I'm not. Y'all put me over as this big deal. I'm not. I'm a brother just like y'all. I've been through it. We've all been through it. Y'all my dudes off screen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? On screen and off screen. Like, we sit together, and I'm no better than y'all. 17 years in or not. I'm no better than the younger up-and-coming talent. I just have years of experience in the game. So that's why, to bring it full circle out to the beginning of the conversation, that's why I impart so much knowledge. Because, I ain't no better than nobody, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal is, what do you leave behind when you go? Mm-hmm. Because my boots gonna still be here. My tights gonna still be here. My body will be gone. Yeah. And when my body's gone, the one thing that I want people to remember is Sam Knight was a hell of a man and a hell of a performer. Thank you for actually giving a damn about professional wrestling.
100. That's real, bro.
That's real, bro.
That's real, bro. That's I love hearing that, and that's what I felt from you since the moment that I met you, and that's why this journey for me has been able to rise the way that it has. Like I know I've said it on the show before, but it's worth noting again. Like working with you, man, I've done stuff that I never imagined that I would be doing. Like working a 3-show stint in Vegas, you know what I mean, or showing up on OVW TV, or putting mugs up in the trunk and and driving off with them. You know what I'm saying?
And even
We've
that,
done so
even
much.
that is like you're at the forefront.
Yeah, yeah. And we've been, and you know what? We've been having such a blast doing it. Like I think that's important to note, bro. Like, is that yeah, we're putting in this work, we're grinding so hard. We have like, and I'm not spoiling anything for you guys out there in the household, but we've got seriously, y'all, we've got like weeks of content in the can that's about to be hitting y'all right in y'all's face, and like in the next few weeks that you guys are going to be like, look at what the set is doing. Look at what Hollywood is doing. Look at what the Enforcer is doing. Look at what Bell's doing. Haven Harris, Kindle Fire, you know, Paragon. Look at what they're doing, you know, and it's great to see. But the most important thing to note is that we're having a great time while we're
Yeah,
doing it. You know what I'm saying?
it's not being done begrudgingly. Like we're all smiling or enjoying it. And like when you see the like when you hear us putting each other over or talking about how much we enjoy working with each other, it's not like we're saying it to be forced. We're not forcing each other to say it. Like I enjoy working with these people because and working with you guys because of the fact that we we all we all have the same goal. It's no one's bigger than anybody.
Yes.
Um, and honestly, I could walk around here like, I got an S on my chest and I'm like hot shit. But for being honest, I'm not. Like, I was sent here for a reason. God created me for a reason, and I plan on fulfilling my purpose. And when my time is done, my time is done. My legacy outside of professional wrestling will know that you know Dad worked his butt off to make things better for us. My
Yeah.
legacy will also know that Dad has people that are going to look out for us because of things he's done for us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know my legacy's perfectly set. They're good. They will forever be set. You know what I mean? Take that, use that, whatever way you want to use that.
Yeah.
They'll forever
Yeah.
be set.
Yep.
So, and I know that when I'm done, y'all are gonna keep grinding, and I'm still gonna be here for y'all to call. But when I'm done, it's like I'm done
Yeah.
because I want to give it all, and then be like I can walk away and smile
Yep.
because I feel like that's the problem with professional wrestling is some guys just don't know when their time is up,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
they
Hey, if you're
they
talking
want
about
to
Ric Flair,
reach.
just say Ric Flair, Sam.
I mean, I'm not going. I'm not. Oh man,
I'm just
you ain't gonna
playing.
send me no go. But some guys just don't know when their time is up, and they don't realize it's called being greedy. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you just gotta know.
Absolutely.
You gotta know when to say, hey guys, this was it, and this was fun. But I know I know who I am outside of professional wrestling,
Yep.
and I'm confident that when I leave, I've left it better than what it was when I walked in years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's hard facts, bro. I love what I'm hearing here. It's stuff that I've already known about you, but it's great to hear it verbalized for the household, man. Bell, why don't you go ahead and throw in one more question that you want to discuss with him about? Then we're gonna slide on out of here. He's got a show coming up. He's on the road right now, but let's get one good question in so that way we could really put have this really great episode end on a high note, and then of course we'll give him the opportunity to say where he's gonna be at in the future, of course.
Plug yourself. Absolutely, Sam. So, if you were still there,
I'm here.
what are you most looking forward to right now, as far as like when you get to kick back and just relax and watch wrestling? Is there anything that you're looking forward to storyline wise, if that you're hoping that's going to be paid off, whether it may be like the White Rabbit Bray thing or Roman and WrestleMania? What are you most looking forward to right now in wrestling?
Personally, I like to see how they're going to legitimize Roman's title reign. And when I say legitimize it, it's legit. Like his title reign has been amazing, but I'd like to see who they're building to take it off him, and I would like for it to be a surprise.
Oh yeah.
I would like for it to be like if I was booking this, it would be somebody that I've been working to push and put over
Yeah.
for the longest, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, he won!
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow! Like, wow! You know, I mean, personally, I'm gonna always say I'd like to see Cody Rhodes win it because I'm a big Cody guy. But personally, but on the other side of it, I like for it to be somebody, maybe Gargano.
Hey, yo,
somebody who just came.
What'd you do if I said Riddle?
I mean, personally, no.
Don't think so?
No, personally, I mean, nothing against Riddle because Riddle's a great talent.
Yeah.
But I think we saw a lot of Roman Riddle enough to expect that.
Ah, okay.
But what if
I'd have to see how they
you
build
understand what I'm
Gargano,
saying?
but yeah, I dig what you're saying
Yes.
there.
Like Gargano comes in and he's having these matches because he already said he wanted to win it. So it's like if he's having these matches, boom, beat this guy, beat this guy, beat this guy, beat this guy. Then he runs to some turmoil with somebody, then he beats that guy, and then he starts getting that prominent,
That
he's starting to
momentum.
get that stock, that momentum behind him. And everybody's like, oh man, and then they book it, and it's like Roman's gonna beat him. Because Roman's gonna beat him.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
All of a sudden, it's like here comes Solo. Saga, he's gone. Here come the Usos. Saga, they all eating super kicks because they give them out so much. They start eating them. They're gone. Roman goes for the freaking gimmick. He misses it right into the freaking submission that Gargano does, and he taps. And it's like that's a big moment. Like, oh my God, did that really happen?
Yeah.
I would pop for
But
that.
if-
I can't
if
say
I-
that I wouldn't
I'd pop
pop for
for
Riddle though. Same
I
sort of
mean, I
story.
would
If they with the way they built Riddle, I can't say that I wouldn't pop for him if they did that for him. If he just did the whole thing, he did it for
Yes.
Randy the whole time, and then he does it, and then
Yeah,
Randy
for
comes out
Randy.
and turns on him.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. That's perfect. That's poetic justice.
yes,
That's poetic justice because that's already what I see.
yes.
I see Riddle being, I did it for Randy, and Randy's like, screw you, I
I
didn't
don't
need you to do it for
care.
Cutter.
Nobody asked you
I
to
don't
do
care.
that for me,
I'm
son.
Still a Viper. I'm still a Viper. Like, I still got you, bro. Like, got you, bro. I'm still a snake. You forgot.
Right.
Like venomous.
Yes.
And you need to have Dave Chappelle in the background.
Gotcha, bitch.
That'd be perfect. That'd be so perfect.
But also, if I had to pick a guy to take it off Roman, it's Killer Cross.
Ooh, okay.
Karrion Cross needs to be the guy because look at this guy, menacing. And what if he manhandles Roman?
That'd be crazy.
I think he should.
Like he picks the whole group off and then manhandles Roman.
Hey.
I wouldn't.
I'd like to
I wouldn't
see
hate
the
that.
problem.
You have them all get led aside by Scarlett, and then that's how he takes them, or picks them off one by one.
I like that. I
Or-
like using her beauty as bait.
Yeah.
Or here we go, because you said Scarlett. What if this whole thing that's circulating around the internet, Dexter Lumis, Killer Cross, Scarlett, who else? Bray Wyatt?
Yeah. Yep.
That's the whole Funhouse family, right?
Oh,
So
yes, that is.
Imagine it's them versus
With Braun?
the Bloodline.
Ooh.
With Braun?
Ooh, Braun
With
up in there?
Braun?
Oh,
Yeah, Braun in there.
Braun?
Yeah. I could see that.
Gone.
Hopefully this storyline pays off. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little annoyed at WWE because yesterday got my hopes all up, and then like they always do, they came prematurely, and and then didn't give me what I wanted in the first place, which is Bray. All I want is Bray.
But here's the thing, Bell. And I respect that, but I'll say this: WWE did exactly what they were supposed to do. They hooked you long enough to make you believe enough to drop you.
I know. It's how you spike
we all
ratings.
know
We
that.
fall for it every time.
Yes,
I know.
Exactly.
We do.
Every time.
I do too.
Just like,
I'm still just as mad.
When everybody remember the storyline with a higher power, and then Vince is like, "It was me, Austin. It was me all along." We're all like,
What?
"You're old kid. Why would you do that?"
Who's
So
the
we tuned in every
anonymous
week.
Who's the anonymous general manager?
That was your daughter, fam. For real?
Yeah, like,
He didn't
that's your home kid, bro.
He
That's
didn't
your
care.
home kid, bro.
Ah,
Or
He
man.
just
didn't
like
actually care.
when he like, I single-handedly crushed my competition. I took out WCW, and then Shane's like, "Nah, bro."
It's
We're all like,
Shocking.
surprise.
you know what I'm saying?
I
That's how
love
you make
moments
those,
like
those-
that.
That's what exactly. That statement is what I was getting ready to say. That's how you make those feel good moments, because we have got to take you on an emotional. It ties into my last point. We have to make those emotional connections to keep you invested. And independent wrestling has forgotten how to make people give a damn.
Yep. It's just like, and I can say this even on our level, man. Even on our level, we dropped this video earlier today of me and you conversing about how are we going to toughen up, how are we going to add grit to Haven Harris and Kendall Fire. How are we going to do that? What's our plan? Hey, they're going to have to wait and see what the plan is, because we left them wanting more.
It's you've got to give people enough to keep staying tuned,
Yeah.
because if you give them everything, you gave them nothing.
Yep. That's big facts.
Big
That's
facts.
You know, I'll use this example. We like to compare wrestling to lovemaking. You know, I can't give you everything immediately.
Yep.
So if I do, it sucks.
Yep.
Not wrong. Not
So
wrong.
so let's make it last forever. You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
You know, we got. You know, hey, bro, I had to take you back to the '90s, homie. I had to.
Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. As long as it's not Usher, because I have a whole thing with him. He's a little toxic, but I digress.
I know. I seen that thing with you on Usher. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah. He's
But-
he created toxicity. I swear to God.
I was gonna say I don't
These
think
are
that's
my
really a
passion.
lie in there. Oh man, this has been a great conversation, man, and I've really enjoyed it. I'm
Thank y'all for
glad
having me.
No problem, man. We was glad to have you on,
Yes.
and like it was great seeing you last night over in Terre
You as
Haute.
well,
I
man.
mean, we
You
made
as
a
well.
movie as we always do.
Yes, sir.
Anytime I get a chance to be around you, man, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. So
Yeah, we gotta do it more.
as much as absolutely, as much as I enjoyed, and I know I can speak for Bell when I say he enjoys being around you and soaking in that knowledge and just getting that general Sam Knight flavor that we love to vibe with. You know what I'm saying? It's also a vibe that the fans are going to be seeing too, and they're going to be seeing it a lot here in the upcoming weeks and months. What are some notable shows that the fans out there, these great independent wrestling fans, also the household as well, that listen to this podcast, where can they see that general vibe, that ring general, that cool, that calm, that that enforcer of the set? Where can they see Sam Knight in the coming weeks and months?
All right, tonight I am live, baby, live in South Bend, Indiana, for Championship Wrestling, facing Paragon. I'm supposed to be in Michigan for RPW. More information coming soon. But October 8th, Emerge Wrestling, dog collar match against Arthur MacArthur. I'm a dog walker.
Yeah.
October 15th, I will be at New Era Wrestling in Shelbyville, Indiana.
Love New Era.
And then November 5th, October 22nd. I am skipping. Sorry, October 22nd, Destination 6 Pro Wrestling, Macomb, Illinois.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And then October 29th, Drew Skills and myself will be defending the Heroes and Legends Tag Team Championships, which is a travesty they haven't announced our opponents, but whatever, we're gonna beat them up too. We're gonna beat them up too, because my man Hollywood's gonna be there with your boy.
There you go.
November 5th, I am headed to Greenlee, Colorado, Battleground Pro Wrestling. And then November 12th, I will be at Wrestling Theology Fellowship in Carmel, Indiana. So, this train just keep on rolling.
Yeah.
We keep on moving, and it's always a movie.
Absolutely, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the show. It's always great. You've been our top download guy, and on Spotify. That was back in 2019. It was great. You were hitting the you were helping this podcast kill the charts, to be quite honest. So it's always a great situation. It's always a great vibe. It's always a big situation anytime. And I know that you say you're not a big deal, you're not this, you're not that, but anytime that you pull up to the In Your House podcast, you are absolutely a big deal. So thank you for coming on, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday night. Just some rest. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you guys for having me.
Yo,
Absolutely. Bell,
thank you,
Bell,
Sam.
you know what time it is, man. Let them know where they can find Bell at. We got to let them know.
Alrighty. Yo, everyone out there, again, thank you for dropping into the household, joining us with this conversation. I appreciate and love your faces so much. My name is the marvelous Mr. Bell. I'm the Farnsworth Bentley to the director's P. Diddy, and I can't stress that enough because it's Mage. You can find me right here on In Your House, curating content all day long. Look, I want everybody out there to jump on the In Your House Facebook page, see all the controversy and content that I've been curating, because it's been a lot here lately. I've made some friends and I've made some enemies. But other than that, you can find me all across social medias at Curator Bell. I made it super simple for most of you marks. And I can't wait for us to come back. Sam, thank you for coming on. And again, man, you should just come on every week, every time we have this.
I know,
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Wow, bro.
I love it.
Nah,
I love it.
I would love to. I would appreciate it. Get me back, man.
Hey,
Love
man,
to
I
come
want
on
to
back.
talk. We appreciate you, bro. I want to talk to you guys out there in the household real quick. I really appreciate y'all dropping in, listening to me and Bell, the chaos that he's curating, and everything that we're doing for the set. We truly appreciate y'all. We really appreciate y'all putting us back on the Apple Podcast charts for wrestling podcasts in America. Truly appreciate y'all. We always love pulling up. Back on the charts. So to see that, it made my day. I know it made Bell's day. So we really appreciate y'all. We're trying to give y'all so much more content as far as where you can follow your boy, your director. I'm gonna make it real quick for y'all. You can follow me at the Hollywood House on Instagram. That's Hollywood House on Twitter. Also Hollywood House on Facebook.